So, welcome to another video here at Back to Classics. And today, as promised, we're going to take this 750 Super Sport from the previous video. Maniac. And today, as promised, we're going to take this 750 Super Sport from the previous video we did on the Greenframes for a ride. Well, welcome to Holland, I would say. Finally, the weather has turned on the good side to us. So we finally have some sunshine, at least it's dry. And temperature is okay still. So let's take this bike out for a ride and take you along with it. Now, if you like our videos, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. And of course, leave a comment in the section below, because that helps this channel a lot. Right, so we're underway. Welcome on board this 1974 750 Super Sport Greenframe. Finally, some good weather has come our way. Not the nicest, but at least it's dry. And that means we can actually take this fully restored Super Sport for a test ride. This bike is performing very, very well. So we did some initial tests, just warming it through gently. Then we went back to adjust the carburetors just a little bit. Put the vacuum gauges on there in order to sync them. That is now all done. Of course, we're still on the run-in period because this is a complete new build, this engine, so we cannot redline it just yet, but there's no need to either because this bike is pulling very well. Brakes are good. Did a lot of work on those. On all three bikes you saw in our previous video, Lockheed rear brake system, instant stopping power. We have our own in-house designed piston for the master cylinder, which requires a sleeve to be fitted in there, and then we refurbished all of the calipers with new pistons that also make in-house, with new seals that we also make not in-house but especially made for us. Suspension very good, front fork is performing really good. The rear, yeah, that's are the original Marzocchi rear shocks, and these are not the best, I must admit, but they are original, so that's why we fitted them. But I can see why people changed them back in the years for something better. Koni was obviously the way to go for these bikes. Yes, what a fantastic day to be riding a Greenframe. That's what I've meant to do, actually ride them hard, take them to the racetrack. That's what these bikes are built for. And of course, with the values now so high, many are tucked away in sheds or perhaps even museums, but very few are actually out there, ridden on the road where they belong. This bike is performing so unbelievably well. We are very, very pleased with this result, as I'm sure the owner is. Putting some miles on the clock. I know someone's got to do it. So how does it ride? A 750 Super Sport Greenframe. It is at the absolute pinnacle of what motorcycle riding is all about. It really is. It was in 1974. It is such a wonderful bike. You cannot imagine, if you've never ridden one, how this compares not even to its contemporary rivals. I must admit, I'm perhaps a bit biased as a Ducati fanboy, but if you compare it to any MV Agusta, any Laverda, Moto Guzzi, you name them, nothing comes close to what this bike is capable of. Smoothness of the engine, the nimbleness of the chassis, the whole package is just the best everybody could throw at making a bike in 1974. You feel the same nimbleness and traction in a 750 GT and 750 Sport. In fact, all of the early bevel drive twins. But this is something very special. I would argue, even comparing it to modern bikes, that this can hold up as a wonderful machine. Yes, I know, brakes, suspension, it might all be improved over time, but no, when it comes to handling and just the general feel of it, oh my god. The noise, the sensation of that wonderful engine, I cannot think of anything better. Of course, the sitting position is rather cramped, but then again, it's a sport bike, it's a super sport effect, and it's not meant to do long distances on the autobahn. This is for roads like this, winding through the countryside. That's where you can enjoy it. Or on the racetrack even. Now, every time you're on the way with one of these, you know you're driving something very, very special. That is what it's all about. Does it ride like a more modern 900 Super Sport, for instance? Square case bevel drive? Yes, it does. Absolutely. Same basic layout, of course. Same basic engine, but not as special as this one. Perhaps the 1975 version, they can hold a candle to this Super Sport Greenframe. Every motorcycle enthusiast should at least once have the opportunity to ride one of these. You'll be amazed, really. So, is this Ducati perfection? I think it is. Yes, they made some wonderful bikes after the 750 Super Sport, but really nothing comes close to the special way they built this. Taglioni really made a masterpiece with this one. Yes, it has drawbacks. Yes, the engine is complicated. Yes, the sitting position is a little cramped. Yes, they're expensive, but my God, this is something. As I said in the previous video, when it comes to cars even, you have to have something really special to compare it with this. What this has done to the motorcycle world. Oh yeah, I'm very pleased with how this bike is performing. Not much we can do to improve this. So let's head back to the workshop.
So I hope that gives you a good impression of how it is to ride one of these 750 Super Sport Greenframes from 1974. Of course, we have made a longer video detailing all there is to know about the 750 Super Sport from this specific model year, 1974, and we will link that up right here. If you have seen that last video, you can probably remember that we promised to give away a t-shirt to the best comment, the nicest Greenframe story in the comment section below that last video. And today is when we announce who is going to be the winner of that infamous Back to Classics t-shirt. So if I could ask our assistant here. Here's the envelope, of course. And the winner is Martin Killips for his poem titled The Duke of Green. There you go. So Martin, this t-shirt will be making its way to you. Congratulations again on that great poem you wrote. So there you go. So that concludes another video here at Back to Classics. Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you very much for watching. Toodaloo-dokey. See you next time.